This woman invests everything into a house, but her mother sells it behind her back. So this woman, her name is Adesua. She works as a project manager. She is hardworking and has so much money. She believes life is for enjoyment, so she doesn't mind spending it. So far, it is for her comfort. She's a single mother of 2 and does her best to provide for her children. Now, her mother has this house she has built a while ago, but she agreed to give Adesua the house after she completed the payment in installment. It's a modest 3-bedroom bungalow, but for her, it is heaven. And she won't have to deal with landlord problems. She's glad to be investing her money into something permanent for her children. She has been paying for the house for 2 solid years, bit by bit, and even spending a lot of money for renovation. So in her mind, everything is settled. She has a future, happy kids, but then the problem starts, and it starts small. The roof of the house starts leaking during the rainy season, and as usual, Adesua spends so much money working on the roof. She is finally able to fix the roof, and that is when her mother starts with her own problem. Out of nowhere, a contractor appeared. Mama sends her own contractor, who tells them there's a problem with fixing of the roof and they will need to replace the entire roof. Adesua is confused. She didn't ask for this, but her mother, in her usual commanding tone, tells her not to worry, that she would handle it, but this was just the beginning. She did the renovation without Adesua's consent because Adesua doesn't challenge her at all. She refunds the money spent. A few months later, Mama calls again and tells her they will be needing some money for the same roof that they already repaired. Adesua never asked for this replacement and never agreed to it, but Mama is now demanding money. When Adesua protests, she tells her she's only doing her a favor. The call from Mama kept increasing. Every call was about another demand. Something was always wrong with the house. Today, she needs 150,000 to repair the tap. Tomorrow, it is electricity issue that happens. Then one random evening, Mama delivers an ultimatum that shocks Adesua. She tells her to bring 3 million in 1 week or she should leave the house. She's telling her to leave the house without any explanation. Adesua laughs at her own mother. She tells her it's only a joke. But Mama is dead serious. She even drops one of those proverbs mother loves to say when they are hiding their true plan. The choice is yours to make, but you just have to decide what path you want to take. At this point, Adesua knows she is in trouble. Days later, Mama storms her house unannounced. She causes a scene in front of the children and the neighbor, shouting that Adesua is trying to steal her property. She disgraces her, and Adesua is wondering how her own mother now becomes a stranger. Neighbors are wondering what is even happening. Her children are crying so much. Adesua is left with no choice but to call the police. Calling the police on your own mother in Nigeria is the height of taboo, but she does it. She begs them to escort Mama out because the harassment is getting too much. And you would think that would be the end, but it is just the beginning. One day, Adesua hears from a friend that Mama has sold the house. She sold the house that Adesua has spent years paying for. She sold the house just like that, without first informing her. All the money she has spent on the house, gone. Adesua felt so betrayed by her own mother. It wasn't a mistake. Her mother had thought it through and did that to her. The shock nearly finished Adesua, but she did not collapse. She hired a lawyer and the whole family kept calling and begging. They told her she was disgracing them. They scolded her, telling her she cannot take her own mother to court. They tell her to settle it as a family matter, but Adesua was too angry to listen to them. She was no longer fighting for just herself. She was fighting to show her children that exploiting, even from family members, must have boundaries. Now in the court, Mama walks in with confidence, almost smug, like she is sure her daughter will crumble under family pressure. She sits tall, whispering, greeting to other people in the court, acting like she owns the place. Then Adesua rises with her lawyer and she begins to unpack evidence like a woman on mission. Out comes a big Ghana must go bag filled with receipts, towels, paints, appliances, payment slip, and everything in her name. Then she pulls out a killer piece, printed WhatsApp messages from Mama herself. Messages where Mama clearly wrote, "My daughter, continue paying, once you finish, the house is yours. This is your own investment." The courtroom falls silent. Even the judge leans forward. He faces Mama with a stern look that slices through her confidence. Everyone can see what's happening. This isn't a daughter fighting blindly. This is a daughter with an ironclad proof. When judgment comes, it is heavy. The sales is nullified. The buyer is ordered to collect his money back from Mama. Adesua is given 3 months to finish her mortgage and claim her full ownership. That day, Adesua doesn't cry. She doesn't dance. She just breathes. Yes, she won her house back, but the victory tastes bitter. The bond with her mother is destroyed beyond repair. Her children lost their grandmother. She gains her property but loses her innocence. And when she finally goes back to the house, she doesn't feel joy. She feels caution. She installs a brand new, stronger gate, not just for thieves outside, but for the ones that smiles inside. That gate becomes a new symbol, a reminder that not every family member is safe. A reminder that boundaries are not wickedness, they are survival. So if you're listening to this gist right now, let me leave you with one piece of advice. Document everything. Don't rely on family promises. Don't assume blood guarantees loyalty. Protect your investment. Protect your children's future. Set boundaries, even when it hurts, because sometimes the enemy you are guiding against is the one that raised you. Have a great day, guys.